What's good, everybody? Welcome into a glorious Wednesday, and that can only mean one thing. Oh, it's an F day. You know, my guys are standing by to rant like they have never ranted before. My rant today, I'm going to give you a little tease on sleep aids. Stop false advertising. But we're going to get through it today because it's early out here on the West Coast, 10 a.m. in the East. We're always live on Stadium and all of their platforms, Amazon Prime Video, DirecTV, YouTube TV, Roku TV. Now, here was also the scene last night. How cold is this picture? Downtown LA. You got all the Dallas Mavericks and their executives in the house. That's the GM, Nico, who pulled the final trigger on Luka going to LA. And the caption on said picture simply said, cold. Oh, I can't wait for April. Talk about that in a moment. As always, we look back on what we did yesterday. And other than Soupy, everybody had at least one win, I believe. He went over there. Not a good day for Soupy, catching strays and also missing. Last night, I got 104 points. Thank you, Alabama, for hitting that over at like 184 or something like that. A little housekeeping before I bring in the stars of the show. We are busy every single day here at the brand. We encourage you to become a premium member as well, 3 different tiers. You can also, as a premium member, get a lot of our content. You get the video of our Coach and Company podcast taped right after the show. Also, live watch-alongs if you're a wrestling fan. We'll be live this Saturday, end of the Elimination Chamber, to talk about the final match. And also, we'll have a full post game as well. There you can see our schedule. So we are very, very, very busy. All right. Without further ado, all the housekeeping is done, I think, unless I forgot something. And today I would understand. But it's time to get back at it. We need a bounce back Wednesday. It's time to beat the books. Our normal Wednesday crew. Look who we have today, the best ranters in the business, first and foremost. He's the only 5-star chef in the game. Seabass, good morning, sir.
Morning, coach. Morning, company. Yeah, no sleep aids, no false advertising. Good stuff. We'll get into some other issues in advertising later, I think.
Next, you can see him on The Last Word live right here on Stadium every single Monday night. He is my partner. He is Big Tommy C. Good morning, Big Tommy.
What's up, Coach? What's up, fellas? And it's hump day, hump week. It's Wednesday. Let's do this.
Let's do this. And finally, Rafael, it's rare the time that the script is flipped. Last night, I get 104 points in the second half to turn an L into a dub. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, coach. Good morning, company. Yeah, everyone was talking about the Lakers and Luka and the Mavericks game, but they missed a lot of great college basketball games. Florida goes down. I think Alabama just scored again as we're talking right now. Wisconsin blows up the scoreboard. Great college hoops yesterday. Another great schedule today.
Yeah, we're busy across the board. Now, real quick, we will talk about Luka for a second because there was this, Rafael, I want to come right back to you because you had a family member, right, that was at the game last night. What did they describe as kind of the vibe within the building?
They said most of the vibe came out when Luka came for a shoot around. I guess his tradition is they play his type of music when he does his shoot around, and Nico came out and stood right by the scoreboard while he was doing his shoot around. They didn't make any eye contact, no love, no nothing during the whole shoot around. They said after the handshake, after the starting 5 come out there, do their little stuff. Everyone hugged Luka. They said it was just a normal game. It was nothing like we're probably going to see on April 9th. They said they were expecting fireworks, a lot of points. Luka, yeah, he had a triple-double, but he really didn't play that much. He only shot the ball, 17 times, I think it was. His shot preference was not the same. It was just a normal NBA game is what I watched.
19, 15, and 12, which is still somewhat of a statement when you throw a triple-double on the board. Seabass, coming over to you. It was clear when Luka hit some shots, he would find that Dallas bench. So you could tell he was feeling it, but all the drama wasn't even with the players. They didn't want him to leave. They didn't trade him. It was the GM sitting in the stands that, I'll be honest with you, not all GMs go to every away game. I was a little bit surprised that he showed his face last night. I'll be honest.
I think he showed his face just to try and save a little bit of face. But I think the big game's going to be in Dallas and the fan reaction that he's going to get when he goes back there because obviously the fans didn't want him to leave. The team didn't want him to leave. So I think we're going to see a lot more fireworks in that game. I didn't even bother to stay up for the game last night. I was tired, a little sick child. So I was in bed at 9 o'clock, 9:30 last night. Missed the whole thing.
We have the oldest show in America right now. You guys are embarrassing. What are we talking about here? Big Tommy, let me come over to you because when sometimes you have all this emotion built up, and I know for us, we say we want to wait for April. I get that part. But for Luka, I look at it from his perspective. And last night, I think he would have loved to have gone off for 50, but I think he also was actively trying to control his emotions because I would be pissed at this point at that dude sitting 8 rows up. I mean, he cost him over $100 million. He just bought a new house. There was a lot of personal things that went into the whole trade, not all professional.
No, not all professional at all, and, he was shooting daggers at that guy too. I mean, he did wanna put up, like, 50 points last night, but he played a decent game, that little pass he threw from behind, just showing him, "Hey, guys, I still have it. I'm only, like, 25, 26 years old, and I can still play this game, and I'm coming at you guys every step when I see you guys again in April." He's on a mission, guys.
He really is. And let's not forget, guys, we're talking about just the Lakers as a team. They are sneaking up on teams. They are fourth. They're only 2 out of second. Are we kidding ourselves? Right now, they're a pretty decent basketball team. And I know we don't we don't want to give them credit because we have LeBron fatigue, but we got to give credit where credit's due. They are 35-21.
Wow.
14 games over 500.
How
They're
are they
playing
doing
pretty
it?
well.
How are they
No.
doing it?
What's that?
How are they doing it? It's like, they got
They play.
LeBron.
Well, I watch every game because I'm out
Yeah.
here, Tommy.
Yeah.
They move the ball. They're really
Yeah.
fast. They shoot well. They got shooters all over the court, and just nobody knows them because we don't talk about the other
Right.
players on the team. They
Yeah.
have really good players that can shoot, and with Luka now and LeBron, they're just finding guys and just popping threes from everywhere. That's how they're playing.
Yeah.
That's
They
how they're
won
playing.
yesterday because of Austin Reeves. They didn't win because of
Yep.
LeBron. They didn't
100%.
win
Austin
because
Reeves.
Austin
You're
Reeves
right.
was the reason why they won yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's kind of known as the Great White Hope out here in LA. That dude is popular. Wow, is he
Yep.
popular? And he's a hell of a golfer too. All right, we got to get to our picks for the day. So, Rafael, I'm going to come over to you and start right there. What do we got today, sir?
We're going to NBA for the first one. Yesterday, we cashed with the Lakers minus 3.5 first quarter. So we're going right back with another first quarter bet. We're going to do with the Houston Rockets first quarter minus 3.5. Again, we're getting even money. We had even money yesterday. Let's cash another even money ticket. Rockets have covered this first quarter bet 2 out of 3 games. Both these teams played yesterday. The Spurs lost to the Pelicans. I want to repeat myself one more time. The Spurs lost to the Pelicans yesterday, and now they're playing at Houston, where they've lost Houston. They played 127-100 at Houston on Christmas Eve. I think it's going to be another blowout. I think the Rockets come out strong. I'll take the 3.5 first quarter. And then we're going to go with the NBA prop play. Chicago Bulls, Josh Giddey, under 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Wait, this number could move to 33.5 because, yeah, he's hit this prop bet 3 straight times. But you know who's coming back tonight? The Claw. The Clippers get Kawhi Leonard tonight. And then when he's out there, the Clippers defense is so much different. I think the Bulls will struggle to score tonight. I'm going to take this one. Before he hit that 3 straight games, he's cashed to under 9 out of 12 points, rebounds, and assists. So the Claw is the big difference tonight.
You got guts. I got to tell you, you got guts. They scored 142 their last game, Rafael. 142. That doesn't scare you? Not at all? You don't care?
Nope.
Don't get hot. I'm just trying to throw out options here. Damn, Rafael. Did you get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
Wrong side of the
Get a
couch.
sleep aid.
Yeah,
Wrong side
you
of the
took one of
couch.
my sleep aids this morning. All right, Big Tommy. I know you love yourself some Rockets. Are we playing Houston in any way, shape, or form today?
No, I'm not playing. I'm playing my Celtics, who have won 6 in a row, fellas. I'm taking the Celtics Pistons over 225.5 minus 110. This is a big game for the Celtics tonight. They won last night. They played tonight, and their big game is Friday night against the Cavs. I sense they might be a little tired. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, and the Pistons are young, and they can play, man. This is going to be a good game, but it's going over 225 tonight.
How sharp this play is. This is the right play in this game because when you look at the sides, Detroit's getting 4.5. I think it's. You think Rafael's going to go up? You think it's going to go up past the
Yeah,
four
I'll
and a
probably
half?
go up to 227. There's already a couple of 226 out there, and the public always likes to play Pistons. The way their offense has been flowing right now, this
Yeah.
one will go up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you could see a game, Tommy, where not only could Detroit cover, but they could win the game. So
They could win the game.
that's why you go to the total.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's super smart.
Porzingis didn't play last night, neither did Drew Holiday. So I don't know if they're playing tonight because I think they really want to prepare for Friday night against the Cavs.
I think you're right. They only scored 111 last night against
I know.
Toronto.
I watched it.
You're like, it was like pulling teeth, damn it. It
Yeah.
sucked. All right, Seabass, big boy, coming over to you. What do you got today?
We're going to go over to the college basketball kids today. Not quite even money, but we've got Indiana tonight under 78.5 points at minus 104. Pinnacle's got this actually at 77.5. So a better number and a better total there for this game. But Indiana's done this 10 of their last 10 games. They've gone under this number. 4-4 against Penn State. Last 4 times they've played, it's gone under this number. Indiana is averaging 73 points, 76 on the road, and Penn State's only allowing 75. And at home, or in their last 3 games, only giving up 70 points per game. So I like Indiana team total under 78.5 points tonight.
The most boring bet on planet Earth is an under, but not when it cashes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like. Now, I just got a text from Charles, and I'm just going to read it word for word. He says, Coach, sorry, let me read it. Coach, show these young boys exactly how it's done, even when I'm not on the show. Here's my play for today. That's dedication to the company right there. Brentford, Everton, over 2.5. And he says, I was so hot in the EPL on Tuesday, I don't even need to send an explanation. Just tell people to cash it. All I'm saying, boys, is that's next level confidence right there. That's the next level confidence right there. Rafael, I feel like he was directing that at you.
Well, he has a good number at minus 120. It's already up to minus 130 in some shops, so I wouldn't shock me if we see a 3 at the time. But yeah, sure. I know Chuck's watching, but I'll take that. He's got the great number. Congratulations.
I played it.
You are a savage, an absolute savage. All right, today, Beating the Books brought to you by NBA Shop. You can buy all of your favorite, including the Luka jersey, the number 77 through the BTTS. There, all you got to do is scan that QR code and shop to your heart's delight. All right, gentlemen, you guys know what day it is. You tell me all the time, this is my favorite day. This is my favorite. I need a 10-second tease. A 10-second tease, Tommy, on what you're ranting on today.
My rant is on the New York Yankees and a letter to Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman.
Okay. Rafael, where are you headed today?
This is a kid-friendly show, so it's just the NFL mock draft.
Is it Seabass? I'm scared to know where you're going.
We'll just leave it with restaurant patrons. We'll start there.
Oh, geez. It's been a bad week at the Seabass restaurant. I can feel it already. All right. I can't wait. That's coming up on the other side of the break, but still to come here on the show today. It's a busy day on Wednesdays. You guys know that. We've got the Coach and Company podcast that drops around 2 p.m. Eastern time. Also, we got one word. The greatest women's basketball player is calling it quits. What's one word to describe her? And also, a little false advertising, or fans are buying into a month-old story. What am I talking about? We'll talk about that in one word. And is it possible that there are actually players that were not happy with the Jets saying bye-bye to Aaron Rodgers? Oh, most definitely we're talking about that. We're just getting started. It's Coach and Company, and we are live all over the stadium platforms. Amazon, DirecTV, Roku TV, YouTube TV, and May 1st, another big platform. Let's get it. It's a glorious Wednesday. We're back. Welcome back, everybody. Coach and Company here on Stadium and all of their platforms, having a great Wednesday. I'm coming out of my fog just a little bit, to realize I didn't notice, guys, we have this thread that we all leave stuff, and I wasn't going to call out Soupy on his 245 under until I just realized that he left something last night that only Seabass could appreciate. I'll just leave this here on the thread. Angel Reese, doing this to the camera. This league is too easy. Everyone is too little for me. She scored a double-double, Seabass, in a 3-on-3 league. And we're talking trash about that? What are we doing?
Yeah, 63% field goal shooting. The girl's going to be ready for the WNBA. I'm betting double-double every single game. Every game.
You got to stop with the sarcasm. Rafael, is Rafael kidding me right now? 299 and he played the under. It didn't come in with 54 points over the under at 245. I'll call him out after leaving this BS. Oh my goodness.
I thought it was triple overtime when I saw the recap. I'm like, how many overtimes is this game going to?
Oh my gosh. By the way, I'm calling out. You know what? I just changed my rant. No, I'm not. I can do 2 rants. I'm calling out McDonald's execs too, who sat in a room and said, "Hey, let's go get Angel Reese for a quarter pounder meal at McDonald's." Stop it.
You know why, Coach? Polarizing.
What?
Polarizing. Half the country loves her, the other half hates her, but they're all going to McDonald's.
God, I hate when you're right, Seabass. I hate when you're right. Oh my God, I'm the half that doesn't. If she would own her annoying things. Like, I have annoying traits when I host. I get that. But I do it for a reason, and I own it. When she does this, and when she does the ring thing and then goes, I don't know why everybody doesn't like me. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. Own the fact that you're doing this stuff to get under people's skin. That's all I want. But apparently everybody at McDonald's loves her. When I got that bag, guys, I swear to you, I told you guys about the Sawgrass. I got that bag, and I turned it around, and Angel Reese, I was like, the gods hate me. They literally hate me. And then I had to take it into the PGA Tour studios and eat with her face right there on my table. I'm telling you, it was BS, Tommy. It was BS. All right, it's that time of the day. You know, on Wednesdays, my guys wake up in a bad mood because, as our man Howie always used to say, today is an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
R.I.P. Howie, man. He was one of one. All right. We are getting towards the end of the football calendar year, and it all starts again in March. And then we have the draft. And Rafael, the next 2 months for you are simply glorious, are they not? What are we ranting on today?
Coach, it is February 26th right now. And we are still talking 365 days of the NFL. Why? Because someone released Mock Draft 2.0 yesterday. Give me a break releasing 2.0 mock drafts. I'm going to go back to 2021. Some guy named, I think his name starts with an M, last name starts with a K. His mock draft for the number 1 pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars was Mac Jones. Not mac and cheese, Mac Jones. His second pick was Zach Wilson. His 3.0 mock draft still had Mac Jones as a number 1 pick going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am tired of Mac Jones. I am tired of mock drafts. I am tired of everything that NFL does during this time. We should be talking about Ovechkin's trying to break the record, college basketball, NBA, Reese, anything besides the NFL right now. I am tired of mock drafts 4.0, 5.0, 6.0. It's the only league we have mock drafts. Give me a break on Mac Jones, Mac drafts, anything about mock drafts.
Mac and cheese, all of that, Rafael. I bet it drives you nuts every time a player changes. Oh, they're plus 500 now. All right, Tommy, coming over to you. Yep. You are our resident Northeaster. You keep everything like this because Subi is so biased when it comes to UConn. It's disgusting. But you also have a team that sets you off. What are you ranting on today?
You know, I'm a diehard Yankee fan through and through, Coach. It is February 26th. We're like a month away from the season starting, and my team is a mess. Giancarlo Stanton, our DH, decides that his elbows, he's got tennis elbow. The guy can't even bend over and tie his shoes, is back in New York. So we have no DH. We don't have a third baseman. They're going to give it to broken down DJ LeMahieu. Unbelievable. We don't even have a leadoff hitter yet. They might give it to Dominguez, who's 21 years old. We're going to have a 21-year-old kid lead off. They didn't fix third base, right? And here's the kicker. John Heyman came out and said that the New York Yankees ran out of free agent money. Are you kidding me, guys? You know how much money they made before the first game of the World Series with luxury seats and their regular seats? $70 million. Hal and Cashman, don't tell me you ran out of money. You're just cheap. And here I am on February 26th, ranting and raving that I'm worried about the Yankees, that we're not going to be half as good as everybody thinks they're going to be. No third baseman, no leadoff, and we don't even have a DH anymore. What are we going to do? Spend the money. Unbelievable.
I mean, when he's watching a game, this is just February.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
You don't want to be in his household with one of his
No.
8 big screens. You know what I
No.
mean? You don't want to be in, especially the back room. The add-on room, you don't want to be in
Yes.
there when the Yankees
Yeah.
are on.
You
All
ran
right.
out of free agent money. Okay.
All right, Seabass, you got a lot going on right now. So you are a restaurateur. You are a new father a little bit later in life, which I respect. And then sometimes you have to get up and feed the baby too. So you got a lot going on. So the last thing that you need is somebody coming in and asking for things outside the box. What are you ranting on today?
Coach, I'm going to be 47 on Friday. That's the second time you referred to me as old today. I'm a little taken aback by that. But anyway, yes, guys, when you go to a restaurant, the restaurant has taken the time to curate a menu, right? All of the ingredients that go into a particular dish, the comparisons, the contrast, everything to make that dish what it is. And when you come in and you change the dish, fine, I get it. Maybe you don't like something, that's okay. But when you change the dish and then you complain to me that, hey, I don't like this. Well, you picked it. You changed the original recipe from what it was, what we designed it to be, to something that you thought might be better for you and your liking. That's your problem. That's your fault. It's not mine. The second part, when you come in and the first thing that you do is show the server a little placard, something like this of a list of allergies. I get it. I'm sensitive to it. If you got one allergy, you got 2 allergies, fine. We'll try and do something for you. But when you have a whole entire card, don't be surprised if all I can offer you is a bowl of lettuce. Not what we are. We're not an allergy-free restaurant. The cross-contamination alone in a restaurant, yes, we have 2 fryers and we fry everything in the same fryer. I'm sorry that your shellfish allergy is so severe that if you breathe it in, throat's gonna clog up, you're gonna need an EpiPen. Why are you here to begin with? Thank you for coming in. Have a bourbon.
Today. Absolutely. And every American
Have a
watching right
bourbon.
now and watching around the world in Portugal. This coach, this show reaches lives in other parts of the country. They're even saying, I get that. I
Oh,
completely get that. That happens to me too.
uh,
All right,
The other one, Coach, the other one real quick. I'm going to keep going here for a second. The other one is when you tell me you have an allergy. Oh, I'm allergic to onions. I can't have onions. Okay, fine. Well, this also has some shallot. Oh, shallots are fine. No, you just don't like onions. Don't lie to me and tell me it's an allergy because you don't want it. You have an aversion. Aversions are okay too, but just tell me that. Don't sit here and lie to me and then be like, oh, no, that one's fine. I can do that. That's okay.
that's great. Oh.
are you done ruining my flow?
I'm done now, yeah.
Okay. As I was saying, just like Seabass gets pissed off when somebody comes into his restaurant and throws him off, I too, when I'm at the grocery store, don't like to get thrown off. And I'm sure this lady meant well, but I was over yesterday. I've been having some trouble sleeping. If you haven't noticed, we have a few things going on here at the brand. And so I lay down and my mind just won't stop. And I said, I need a sleep aid. And there's tons of these over-the-counter sleep aids. So I'm looking, and this lady standing next to me, she goes, hey, have you taken any of those? I said, yeah, but I don't like the after effects. I got to get up super early every single day around 5:15, 5:30. She goes, oh, they've got this new one over here. No side effects whatsoever. Interesting. So I asked the pharmacist, who's right over there. It's a small grocery store. And I said, what about these? Oh, these are all the rage. You don't get that cloudy feeling, and then boom, it knocks you right out. It's exactly what I need. Well, it certainly knocked you out, but it will not allow you to get up in the morning because you're still knocked out. I don't know where this lady came from. I do not know, but I guarantee you she is a friend of an enemy of mine because that was the worst night I've ever experienced in my life. So you got your $17.99. You will not get 1 cent more. And gentlemen, if you notice, I did not say the name of the brand because I'm not here to put anybody out of business. But it might rhyme with it. No, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. By the way, Tommy, in the chat, you're moving lines and you don't even know it. You're literally moving
Really?
NBA over lines. Rafael, educate us.
Yeah, 226.5 now at DraftKings. So Tommy, everyone's at their computers when they know on Wednesdays when Tommy's here and they got their checkbook or visas and they're ready to go. Their wife's giving them extra allowances to get Tommy's play.
Hey, Big T moves lines.
That's got to be a T-shirt. Big T moves lines. Oh, producer man, email to million stat. Big T move. Oh my God, we're gonna make that happen. Big T moves lines. Oh my God, that might be a new segment too. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Holy cow!
Medicine talking.
What'd you say?
That's the medicine talking.
Oh my gosh. I think also, sometimes you'll take something and you're a little bit hungover, but y'all think maybe I'm the tiniest bit high. You know what I mean? Where you laugh and it's a little bit uncontrollable. That's kind of how I feel, because I don't feel like Rafael's statement right there was that funny, but I really laughed really hard, and I don't know why I just did that. So I got to go back to see if there's like THC in this stupid sleep aid. I was like, you guys are hilarious today. Just hilarious today. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love doing this show so much. All right, we're about halfway home, guys. We got to get serious on the other side because we're talking one word. The greatest women's basketball player of all time is calling it quits. What do my guys think of that? Also, the Eagles do not read headlines. Do not believe headlines. Are they going to the White House? Is Donald Trump the bigger man? And is Travis Kelce going to leave the life of the NFL for a life of luxury? We discuss it all next. We've got one word. It is Coach and Company, and we are live, as always, right here on Stadium. Come on back. Some things they don't talk about is the funk that you walk around with every single day. So our brand new sponsor is Mando from shopmando.com. And I said, hey, if we're going to have it here on the show, you're going to send it to me so I can try it before we even get it on the show. So here's what we're going to do. I got my starter pack about a week ago, and I've been trying it. I have never smelled better, Vince, than I have in the last week. So here's what the starter pack looks like. You can have your stick of deodorant. You can have your your tube of deodorant, which most places don't have because you normally just put it in the normal places. Not here with Mando, because the doctor who founded it, she's amazing. But she also realized you got funk all over your body. Then you get 2 free items as part of the starter pack. I decided to go with something that I think you would wear. The bourbon leather body wash, or the deodorant wipes. Those are the 2 free items that I chose. And if they use the code EXPLODES, EXPLODES, you get $5 off. That's the equivalent of 40% off your Mando starter pack at shopmando.com. And Vince, one other thing, they threw in the cleansing bar. I haven't even opened it. You can smell it through the box. It's that good. Shopmando.com. Could not be more excited. Your thoughts?
Okay. Let's put the mamby-pamby aside. Gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, listening to this show, it took me 64 years to come up with a cure for the sweaty balls. You know what I'm talking about, gentlemen, and I don't wear any underwear, so it's 3 times as worse. 64 years I'm walking around with the sweaty balls, Coach, and then I get these Mando wipes, bro. These Mando wipes, I go down to the grundle. I use these wipes on the grundle. 72 hours, odor-free. 72 hours, balls smelling like baby powder. 72 hours, gentlemen. Come on, man. If you want the hey nanny, you can't have a stinky grundle down there. Mando is the answer.
Welcome back, everybody. Having a good time on a Rant Wednesday and F Day. You guys know what time it is. Busy day on the hardwood, the ice, and also on the pitch. I'm your boy, the Coach. I navigate this ship every single weekday live at 10 a.m. Eastern on Stadium and all of their platforms, Amazon Prime, DirecTV, YouTube TV. Yes, we are the flagship show in the morning, and thank you for finding us. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, hit that like button on the way in. It really helps the show grow there. And also, finally, And I mean, finally, you can catch us on demand if you don't catch us live every single day. 3 big shows coming out of the BTT studios. All right, I need my 4-shot real quick because this just came across. Rafael, you are just talked about mock drafts literally 10 minutes ago. Well, according to Penn State pass rusher Abdul Carter, he has now made a case for himself to be the number 1 pick in the draft. He says, quote, according to ESPN.com, defensive players impact the game just as much as the quarterback. Excuse me, young fella. Do you know how the game is played? But Rafael, does anything like this, him talking to the media, saying I should be the guy, does this change the odds at all for the number 1 pick per se?
No, because I think everyone realizes this quarterback class is awful. So I don't think a quarterback should go number 1. I don't think Cam Ward should go number 1. If I'm picking, Travis Hunter should be the number 1 pick. So I agree with the guy from Penn State. This is a horrible quarterback draft class. Try to say stuff in social media and boost your roster upwards.
But Seabass, he doesn't go to an SEC school.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. He plays at one of those slow Big Ten schools. But listen, I mean, talking about it from the other side, what do the GMs think? Oh, this guy's going to be a hothead. He's going to be on social media all the time. Does it adversely affect his draft stock?
Well, and actually, I should have clarified. This was in his press conference at the combine. So this wasn't on social media. He was answering a question. So, but maybe I should have clarified that. I apologize. So he wasn't just spouting it out there. Gotcha. All right, little bonus topic here. Now, you guys know my guys. You know they're usually miserable, which is right how we like them. But it's time for the biggest topics of the day in sports. We don't just do picks. We do a lot of things. One word, one word, one word, one word. The order today, Rafael, Tommy, Seabass. Topic number 1, Diana Taurasi. The only WNBA team she's ever played for is Phoenix. 3-time league champion, 3-time national champion, and the all-time leading scorer in league history. Bottom line, you can argue she's the greatest women's player of all time. Rafael, one word on Diana Taurasi.
Greatness. Not because I didn't see Cheryl Miller play, because I think she would probably be up there, but she's probably the greatest trash talker in the WNBA that's ever is. And not greatness as her play, but the greatest trash talker that's ever played in ladies basketball. I'll never forget the story that she said. She asked Draymond Green, how does it feel like to be the only person never double teamed that ever played in the NBA? So I love her trash talk. She's the greatest female trash talker.
I'm going to say best because she's the best to ever do it, Coach. There's no doubt about it. I don't know. Maybe the future here is somewhere to look into this, but as of right now, she is the best, man. She talked junk, she backed it up, she scored, she did everything there is to do in the WNBA, and she kept them on the map.
I'm gonna go conflicted. Hate to see her go. I've been watching this girl since college. She's done it all: college, Olympics, WNBA. Just really turned the game around for women's sports and women's basketball, making it something fun to watch. So hate to see her go, but great congratulations to her. I think she's leaving the game in good hands, though.
Yeah, my one word for her is revolutionary. Remember before she got to UConn, you never saw women's games on national TV unless it was the Final Four and the national championship. Now all of a sudden they got these long winning streaks. UConn's the greatest program of all time, and Diana Taurasi was it 3 national titles. So wherever she's gone, even playing overseas when they used to go to Russia and play. Before that, all that nonsense, she was making millions of dollars over there too. So revolutionary, but congratulations to her. Fantastic career. Speaking of careers, topic number 2, Travis Kelce. 6 days before the Super Bowl, he goes, I'm not even thinking about retirement. Well, then the Chiefs went out there and got their asses handed to them by the Philadelphia Eagles. So then it comes out that he's mulling retirement. Well, just yesterday, the GM of the Kansas City Chiefs, the greatest GM in the league by far, says, hey, he's got 1 year left on his contract. We told him to take some time and to think about it. But we fully expect Kelce to come back and fulfill his contract. Rafael, one word on Kelce possibly going into a life and a land of luxury and leaving the NFL.
I'm shocked if he still plays his 1-year contract because his stock is so high. Hollywood is calling. He was already on an FX show. He's doing smarter than a fifth grader, fourth grader. I don't care what grade that is that he's doing the show. But his stock is. What if he plays this year and he gets dumped? His stock, then the cereal deals are done. Then I have to return my Cinnamon Toast Crunch box. I think his stock is so high right now, other than football.
My word is cares. Who really cares what Travis Kelce's going to do? I'm so tired of all the Kelce's. I don't care if he retires. I don't care if he plays. I'm sure coach cares if he plays, but who cares? Just move on with it. Either you play or you don't play, or you retire, or you go off with Taylor Swift somewhere. Cares? Who cares?
I'm going to say too soon. Too soon. I know that's 2 words, coach, but too soon. Listen, he said he wasn't going to retire. You go out, you get just crushed in the Super Bowl. Your emotions are going. Give him a couple weeks. I expect him to be in camp. It's going to be okay. This is just something to talk about between now and mock draft 6.0.
My one word is shape. If you're going to come back, get your ass in shape. 1 year ago, I said to anybody that would listen, you can't work out when you're going to Vegas 6 times. I counted after the Super Bowl. Australia, Japan, Europe, chasing the boo around. Either you commit or you don't. I don't care what anybody says. He wasn't in shape last year, and his production went down. If you're going to commit, get your ass in shape. If you're not, go do your podcast. Go do your boo. Do all of that. But don't waste our time. Don't waste our time. And You're my guy, 87. You're my guy. You're damn right I care, Tommy. You're damn right I care. He's my tight end, damn it. He's my tight end. All right, topic number 3. This one surprised me a little bit. Reports out of New York City are that the Jets team, the locker room, conflicted, split over the fact that the Jets decided they were going to part ways with Aaron Rodgers. This was confirmed by new head coach Aaron Glenn. Rafael, one word on the reports that some players said, we just don't like this decision. Go.
Those players, one word was who? Because who else are they going to be quarterback? The draft is so bad, the other free agents are not going to come to the Jets. So I agree. Some of those wide receivers are like, yeah, he might have been a headache, but who else is going to be quarterback for the Jets this year? So I understand exactly what they're thinking.
My word is play. Can you guys just play the game and let Aaron Glenn run the team with the new GM? Do you always got to start controversy already? You think Aaron Glenn needs to hear this stuff right now? And it's in social media. It's been on WFAN radio talking about it also. You're already creating heat for Aaron Glenn, who's got a big uphill climb here. Can you just play the game?
I'm going to go with Delulu, coach. I'm going to bring the young kids back into it. Delulu. These players are delusional. Listen, it was a distraction all year long. Many conflicts with the wide receivers while Aaron Rodgers was there. Let's just blow it up, start over. You maybe don't draft a quarterback this season, but there's a couple of good free agents out there that you can bring in and just get the team on the right track because they were way off the track last year. You don't have to worry about documentaries and special once-in-a-lifetime trips to Egypt.
My one word is wasted. I get what they're saying. They don't want to have a wasted year with a rookie quarterback or a Zach Wilson or any of this nonsense. So I get where they're coming from. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass. But if I'm a 30-year-old veteran and I got 1 year left or 2 years left, I don't want to waste it on a rookie and just getting him along. All right, we've got a 4th bonus topic today. And this is when you can't believe the headlines. All the reports the last 48 hours. Oh, the Eagles aren't going to the White House. The Eagles hadn't even been invited yet to the White House. Donald Trump, being the bigger man, says, hell yeah, I'm going to invite them, and I hope that they come. So now reports are that the Eagles, who did not go in 2018, will be going in 2025. Flip the narrative. Flip the script. Rafael, one word on the president being the bigger man, but also not believing the headlines. Go.
Finally, The Rock says it all the time, and I'm saying it right now. Finally, both sides can maybe do something and meet in the middle and go meet the president. I don't care. I'm not the biggest Trump fan because he was mean to me in 2006, but I'm glad the Eagles are going to the White House to do this. They missed it when they won their first Super Bowl. They're gonna go this one. That's where reports are coming. So finally, we can have some type of unity at the White House.
I'm going to say smart. It was a smart move by Donald Trump to do this. He's one of the only sitting presidents that showed up to the Super Bowl. And can we stop being political? It is a respect thing. You show up to the White House, whether you like him or not, you shake the hand and you do it the right way. So I think it's smart of Donald Trump doing this. Move forward, and let's just all be happy about this.
Arrogance. I'm going to go arrogance on both sides. Headlines come out, Trump trying to get out there first so he looks good, but then the Eagles trying to save face on the other side. It's just arrogance all the way around. People trying to, again, make everything political and put your own spin on it. I have my own thoughts on White House visits in general, not just because of who the president is at the time. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, and you live in the metro. You live in that metro. You got to deal with that all the time. My one word is bigger. It's a bigger picture thing. This is one of those things that, yeah, it's a nice thought to go, yeah, we're going to stand on what? This has always been a tradition. It doesn't happen very often. So take the visit, get the picture, and stop at the political stuff. It's a bigger picture thing. It's a bigger picture thing.
Perfect.
All right, still to come here on the show, having a really good day. You know we love our F days. We love our F days here, but there is a busy night on the hardwood tonight in the NBA. Not the greatest of matchups, but that sometimes could mean, what do we say here at the show? Opportunity! And also college basketball starting to get ramped up. We're trying to figure out what is our coach and company bracketology going to look like. Are we doing a straight pool? Are we doing something a little more complex? And also a big-time partnership that we have an announcement on Friday that starts on Monday as we continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's Coach and Company, and we are live, as always, right here on Stadium. Come on back. You know, we have 3 different shows here at the brand. Also, we do interviews from time to time to try to get the backstories of different talents that have been in the world of pro wrestling over the years, like I have. Recently, we had Matt Morgan, who has had a very unique career after American Gladiators, after the WWE. He's now a mayor down in Florida. Excuse me. Here's a little piece of that interview.
Because TNA was based 20 minutes from me, where I lived in Longwood, in Orlando, Florida, at Universal Studios. And the best part, bro, was they were going to bring me in as a bodyguard for the first year on television. So I get to be on television again for a whole calendar year and get to cut promos with Jim Cornette, etc. I get to learn from him, and I don't have to take bumps. Oh my God, hell yeah.
Sign me up. Me up.
And the rest is history. And I ended up going on wrestling Ric Flair and beating him at TNA, Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle, you name the star. I've wrestled and or beat them. Scott Steiner, you name it. I became a bigger name with TNA, ironically, with the Blueprint character I played. Once I had my sobriety, but 1 full year under my belt of addiction before I was willing to go back.
Congratulations, man. And Tommy, the amount of money that I'll never forget the first store that I walked into, and I had wrestled and I thought I had cracked ribs. And so there was a superstar who was kind of into, he owed his guy a lot of money out in California. So he was trying to bring in other people, right? Trying to bring in other, and then they would forgive his debt. And I'll never forget, I walked in, and every time I ordered 50, by the time he got the TV on Monday, they were gone. That's just a part of it. Is live in your feed right now. Remember, here at BTT Studios, we have 3 big shows, also interviews, a little bit of something for everybody. Do not forget, if you are a premium member, you can join at any time. We have live watch-alongs like this Saturday, Elimination Chamber. We'll be live for the last match, the men's chambers match, and then a full post-game show, me and Big Tommy C. All right, we're back live on Stadium in just 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It is a glorious F-Day Wednesday here at Coach and Company. We'll have our review as we lock it in coming up in about 10 minutes. If you weren't here at the top of the show for our best bets today, but also lately, I don't know if it's just me or maybe I'm just in a better mood these days, but basketball is really starting to entertain me, not just in college, but also in the pros. Not a great slate tonight, but that's where we find some opportunity. It's time to focus in on a couple of big games tonight. Let's hoop it up. All right, we're going to start the NBA tonight. And Rafael, this is a game that Tommy had his focus on as one of his best bets. But I don't know if he can take his fandom out of the analysis because he's a diehard Celtics fan and Yankees fan. Makes sense. But tonight, the Celtics going on the road. They're favored by 4.5. The total's been hovering. I know you've been updating us. It's been changing. But is this a statement game all of a sudden, Rafael, for the Celtics?
It is, but it could be a statement game for the Young Bucks of Detroit, who are playing some really, really good basketball. If they can get a win against the champs on their home court, that's a big statement game. I think the number is probably going to stay the same between 4.5. I would be shocked if we see Celtics go to 5. I think the total will probably keep on climbing up. But I want to educate really quick. There's 9 games on the NBA schedule today. 6 of them have point spreads of 9 or higher. These are the games are the times for opportunity knocks where first quarter, first half bets, maybe take a live bet instead of a game. This is when you educate yourself as a bettor. Don't just look at games and say, oh, there's only 9 games. There's still not a good value on there. There is value. You just have to research and find it. There's a good value on some games today.
Hashtag educate and entertain. That's why my man is here. He's our numbers guy for a reason. All right, Seabass, coming over to you. The Pistons, I'm looking at it right now. I'm not a math major, but winning 7 games in a row in any NBA season is a really good thing. They are young, they are dynamic, they are athletic. They're a really good team. Tonight, they're also getting 4.5 points at home. Explain that to me, sir.
The Pistons are a very good team, and they're fun to watch. People enjoy watching the Pistons. They play great team basketball. This is one of those games, though, where while it looks really good to take Boston at -4.5, you've got that look-ahead game to the Cavs coming up this weekend. This might be a spot where we don't talk about it a lot in NBA, but a little bit of a teaser here. We see the lines already moved up on that total a little bit. Maybe drop that down and then push those Pistons up a little bit, get a few more points, and just a little bit of a teaser for this game.
Oh, there's always different ways. Thank you, Seabass. Thank you, Rafael. Quickly, Tommy, the last time the Pistons lost was to the Cavs team that we're talking about, 118-115. So tonight, your Celtics, I think they've been so inconsistent the last month. They need to start being consistent for fans like yourself.
Yeah, they've won their last 6 in a row, coach, and I think this might be a look-ahead game for the Celtics. It's a big game for the Pistons. I think the Celtics are really looking to Friday night. Everybody's going to be watching ESPN. It's them against the Cavs. It's in Cleveland. This might be a look-ahead game for the Celtics where we want to win this game, but I don't want to hurt anybody in the process. They're looking ahead to Friday. It's a big game for the Pistons. And don't sleep on the Pistons because that's one good basketball team.
Do you notice he's gritting his teeth when he said that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you were gritting your teeth. All right, quickly. We only got about a minute to do this. We have a big game on the court tonight, and I wanted to feature an SEC game for you, Seabass. Auburn, a lot of the pundits say, yeah, they're clearly the best team. They've won the big games. They have the most quad one victories of anybody I believe I saw last night, and they could have 3 number 1 seeds coming out of the SEC. They're giving 12.5 to Ole Miss, who's not a bad basketball team tonight. Is that too many points?
It might be too many points. I mean, Auburn is a solid team, quite possibly the number 1 overall, but Ole Miss is no slouch. The SEC's got a ton of teams in the top 25. If we get 3 number 1 seeds in the big tournament, I'd actually be shocked. I don't think that's going to happen. I'd love to see it happen. Just give me more to brag about on the show and then lose to whoever that other team that wasn't a number 1 seed. But anyway, no, I do think 12.5 is probably a little bit much for this game.
And Rafael, the number's 12 on how many teams can make it out of the SEC. And if that's the case, then Ole Miss needs to win tonight if they want to maximize those numbers.
Yeah, Ole Miss needs to win because Georgia probably popped their bubble and in because of that big win. I forgot who they played yesterday. Maybe Seabass can help me out on that one. But it should be very interesting on this one. This one opened up at 13 and got quick down to 12.5. I can see Ole Miss money coming. It's a big spread. I think Auburn wins, but I think Ole Miss can cover.
Oh my God. Is that a Gators hat?
You better believe it.
Oh, geez. All
We're
right.
warned. It's old.
All right. A lot of you were not here at the top of the hour, and that's okay. We understand. You got a life. You got things to do. Also, lines change throughout the hour as well. So we do this every single day. At the end of the day, it's time to lock it in. seconds or less, 1 or 2 nuggets is all. Rafael, let's start with you. Where are you headed today, sir?
We're going back to the well, but Lakers first half cash. Rockets first half's going to cash for us today at 3.5 even money. I think both teams played last night, and the Spurs lost to the Pelicans. Enough said. Give me Josh Giddey under 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. DraftKings just moved us to 33.5. I said about 30 minutes ago, and so a great number on this one. I think the under because the claw is going to be on the court for the Clippers. I think it's going to be a tough game for the Bulls.
The claw. Big Tommy, what do you like tonight?
I got Celtics Pistons over at 225.5. A big T moves lines and is 226 at minus 110. Big game tonight for the Pistons.
I love it. Big T moves lines, baby. Let's go. Seabass, talk to me.
Taking the Indiana Hoosiers tonight, under 78.5 points. They've gone under this number in their last 10 games and their last 4 of 4 when playing Penn State.
All right, and Big Chuck sent one in even when he is not on the show. Brentford, Everton over 2.5. Midweek soccer on the pitch in the EPL. He hit several plays on Tuesday. I encourage you to play this one. It'll probably be a first half cash. All right, we end every single show trying to make you smarter. You know what time it is. Producer man, roll it.
The San Antonio Spurs played last night. They lost to the Pelicans. The Pelicans. Now the Spurs are 1-10 against the spread in their last 11 games against division opponents. They go down again today. This one goes 1-11 against the spread.
I don't know where you find these nuggets every single day. It is crazy. Anybody else want to do a special on what's inside Rafael's brain? Anybody else? That'd be entertaining as hell. Seabass said, no, I'm not interested in that. Not at all.
Man, there's got to be so much, like his little inside info and the lasers. Like, that's his neurons firing all the time in his brain. I couldn't imagine.
By the way, Mark Better is ahead. The model has NHL play. New Jersey, Colorado under 1.5 in the first period, minus 102. Just the stats. You guys know we're going to be partnering with them. Can't wait. Working with Rafael, producer man, trying to figure out what that's going to look like. But we'll have a hockey play of the day. When it's hockey season, baseball play of the day, we are expanding, gentlemen. It's what we do. I mean, why wouldn't we be on 100 million homes, Tommy? That's easy for anybody to do. Am I right?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Rafael, real quick, because we got about 45 seconds or so as we head into a busy Wednesday and a busy Thursday in March Madness. We're going to be doing a lot here. Give me a 30-second tutorial on betting conference championship and those games as opposed to regular season, please.
When you're looking at conference championship, the number one seed usually doesn't win conference championships because those number one seeds are resting for the dancing part of March Madness. So keep an eye out for the better numbers against number one seeds in conference championships.
That's what I'm talking about. And for Seabass, what number would make you happy for number of SEC teams to get in? What would make you happy?
Oh, man. 10. 10 would be great. I'll take 10.
Can you imagine if the number is 12? Can you imagine that?
They'll get 12.
Crazy. All right. Gentlemen, well done today. I especially love the rants. Producer, man, thank you for the one shot. All right. It is now time for all of you to go out into the world and be kind to one another. Be honest with each other. It's the only way that this thing can work. And understand this. It's going to be a busy day. Follow my entire company on social media and understand this. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My attacker, love them all. Only 5-star stuff in the game, Seabass. My man, Big Tommy C. My numbers guy, Rafael. Producer man, always making the show look like $1 million. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about every single day, even in F Day, right here on Stadium. Good luck.